be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this podcast forever, and this is the worst damn podcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GWR Gonzo'S Wrestling Room. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez, also joined by Marcus Fine, as always. Then we got a couple of specials tonight. Owner of DCCW and Gimmick Promotions, Mike King, and then we got the owner of WCWO, Joey Owens, joining us.
Shoot. Sorry, guys. I had my camera.
Okay. Real quick, just,
is it showtime? Oh,
want to thank Joey and Mike, because that video clip that you guys did, setting me and Chris up for Joey and them to take over the shows. Probably the favorite thing that I've ever been a part of. I'm gonna have it played at my funeral. I love it, and so just want to give a shout out to you guys on that.
Of course, we'll
quick before you get started. Know we got a lot of new people watching tonight, because I can tell, because we got a lot of people watching tonight as well. So anybody that's new, please hit that button on YouTube, like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. We'd all greatly appreciate it. Dad, I'll let you kind of start like normal.
Okay. Well,
Hey, is that Joey's shadow or Joey?
Well, maybe it's a shadow.
you never know.
I thought we'd start
might
off
be freaky
with,
chasing behind me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, with the wrestling shows, first of all, that happened this weekend. And first of all, Friday night show that you guys had there in Lafayette, I thought was a fantastic show. I know some stuff happened with a little bit later on in the show. I thought it was a fantastic show. Mike, what did you think?
Hey, the guys and gals that was there that wrestled that Friday night absolutely killed it. They killed it for the crowd. The crowd was high tempoed, loud. They were involved. I thought we were going to have a little bit better of a turnout, but the people that was there, they were there. They stayed, and they supported the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And that's the most important part.
Yeah, that's right. That's the most important part right there.
Oh yeah, I agree. Mike, did you happen to get a number of how many people attended the show? Have you heard?
I didn't get a final count. Obviously, you guys know I was busy backstage.
I understand.
Doing everything that I possibly can to keep everything in line and changing stuff where I needed to change it and keeping everything going. So I was not able to get out front.
I know you guys sold a couple hundred tickets pre-sale, so I was just guessing. It's such a big place; it was hard to tell. But I'm gonna say probably close to 250, 300.
I would say it was probably. Yeah, you're right. Probably about a good 300 people.
I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was an excellent show.
Crowd was hot all night. Crowd was hot all night.
You had Rachel. Deck started off, and it was hot from the very get-go. There were a little segment they had in the middle of the match. I thought was outstanding. Very entertaining. I thought it was great.
Did they dance in the ring?
They were dancing, and I loved it.
Dancing in the ring? I thought I heard something about them dancing in the ring.
She did the worm.
She did the worm?
Did the worm. But it was really good.
Even had the referee dancing.
Yeah, the referee, Greg Lake.
Greg? Oh, Greg was dancing in the ring?
He was dancing too.
I'll be damned. I'm sorry I missed that.
Yep, I agree. But
I know where you can go back and watch that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I might know a place.
Those wrestling room. Got probably about 100 shows on there for everybody to watch. But anyway, I thought it was a great show. Well, a big highlight was the two new tag team champions standing here or sitting here with us. Mike King and Joey Owens. Nobody's seen them from anywhere.
You're welcome, Mike.
Guys are friends or enemies or Brandon Weezer, what the hell's going on with you two?
I'm welcome, Joey. You slammed into me. What are you talking about? Put me through a table.
Whatever it takes, right?
It's true. We are the new DCCW Tag Champions, thanks to the huge help of Devon Dudley.
Yes.
You got to mention WWE and TNA Hall of Famer Devon Dudley. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where we would have ended up. But he's right. We started the match. Me and Joey's had a grudge against each other for 20 years going on, and we were going to try to settle it there again. Maybe later on down the road we will. But two punks, the Beaver Boys, came out and put me and Joey through the Hooters table in the back, and or I guess would be the front of the arena, and we wasn't just going to lay there and take that laying down and let those two punks try to make a name off of us.
I agree with you on that one 100%.
So we did what we do best. We got up and we whooped some ass.
Right. And they got put through thumbtacks and all kinds of other good things.
That's
Yes,
right.
they did.
Devon Dudley came out, helped us
Yeah.
out. Yeah, me and Joey
I tell you what, man,
Hey,
when I pushed Devon, told him to get the table, that guy's still in great shape, man. It's like hitting a rock.
hey, like hitting a rock.
I was
You
like,
gotta pick-
oh, shit.
You got to pick that table up with one hand. one hand, and those are heavy ass tables too.
Hey, but he wasn't gonna go get a table. He told you guys to go get the table.
Yeah.
Well, true. So, in his defense, he is a Hall of Famer now, two-time Hall of Famer. So, I guess he doesn't go and get his own tables anymore.
That's what he said. He said, I'm a Hall of Famer.
That's one of the perks of being in the Hall of Fame.
We were more than happy to get the table for him.
But no, I have to say, though, we ended up having a great match that night. I know the fans loved it. Man, I know it took me and Mike forever to walk around at intermission time because everybody wanted pictures with us.
Yes.
Even, people that we were shocked that wanted to come have pictures with us.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
I mean, Joey, we're such pieces of shit. I mean, who would want to have pictures with us?
Yeah, right? Don't bother me,
That's been-
man. Fuck
That's
it.
been the rumor going around.
Yeah. a lot of keyboards. A lot of keyboards clicking.
Yeah, that's true.
What else is new?
There definitely wasn't any mouse running face to face, but a lot of keyboards clicking.
Facts.
It's facts. We had another really good match with Logan Myers and
Dalton Love.
Dalton Love. Yeah, I thought that was a fantastic match. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I hate that we missed some of the matches because some of those matches we know that was really good, and we would like to see a lot of those. That's for sure.
No, there he goes. There.
Hey, you know what? Logan Myers and Dalton Love reminded me of
What was that?
good '80s wrestling.
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Gosh Almighty, that was like a freaking mimic of back in the day. A little bit of Macho Man.
Yep.
A little bit of old school. A little bit.
man, those two guys right there, right now, dude. If they're on any show, that's a win for a promoter. I tell you, those two
Huge
guys,
win.
they go out and work hard, and they deserve it. So, and putting them together, Friday night, that was a great idea because it's going to be a great match and very entertaining.
Yeah, it was a great match. Also,
Mike's not in his truck. It's getting serious.
yeah, that's true.
That's funny. That's facts.
Yeah, you guys know I love my old truck and car video promos.
We had Luke Savage defending his belt against guys. I'm having brain farts. Help me out, Chris.
Jordan James.
Luke against Jordan James.
Jordan James,
Another
yeah.
great match.
Another great match.
Two other guys that if you have on your card, you're not going to be ashamed of.
In my
The
opinion,
whole
Jordan
roster
James
was
is a guy
great.
that's underrated.
way underrated.
What was you saying, Joey? My bad.
I
Oh,
said the whole
Alex.
card was great.
Yeah, Alex. Yep. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hi, Patty.
So you guys must be on your computer. I'm on my phone. I can't read all that shit. You know me, I don't care. I just love to live life and have fun and enjoy everything.
Oh yeah, well, that's what we try to do. We try to show up and have fun and enjoy shows as best as we possibly can.
Look, I'm getting a text message right now saying I have a booger in my nose. Is that true?
I don't think so.
Yes, you will. Well, check it out.
Here we go. Marcus, was there any matches that stood out to you?
Well, I thought the whole show was pretty solid. The in-depth tag team match with this new Xavier versus Damien. Is that right?
Yep. Or it was Dame. Yep.
Mr. Real and
Yep.
Michael Elgin. I mean, I heard that was Xavier's second match live. You couldn't tell it.
Oh man, he was
And I
outstanding.
seen him train yesterday because we got to the dub early, and that kid's going somewhere too.
He's jacked. He is jacked.
Oh yeah, he's been working for a little while training, and he's getting better.
Mhm.
It's definitely going to be a talented kid.
And of course, that main event, we lost sight of those guys for a while, which we knew
Hey.
we would when you put them in Falls Count anywhere. We knew we'd lose some of them, but
Yeah, you guys knew what you was getting
the
into.
table,
Then.
it sounded like a shotgun went off over there. It was one of them tables, it's like I think they just shot somebody.
I think they went through the Hooters table as well, didn't they?
Did they go through the Hooters tables too, man? They just kept setting up tables for the Hooters girls. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, hey, that main event match with freaking Del Patricks and Bret Havoc, what a freaking match, and what two stand-up guys those guys are. Absolutely
Yeah, oh yeah.
phenomenal. I will praise them all day long. They are phenomenal. They stepped up and had a hell of a main event.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100%. Well,
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the main event. I had to leave before then. But I heard people talking about it. Heard it was a great match.
yeah, it was true professionals. Both of the guys are true professionals. Also, in my opinion, Mike, you're a true professional. So is Joey. So is both of you guys' promotion. You guys are professionals, and you guys do a great job.
Well, we appreciate it. We just love wrestling, and we just want to try to put the best shows on possible. We don't want no drama, no riff-raff, no nothing. We just want to come in and put on a great show and hope send all the fans home happy.
Yes,
That's right. We are building blocks for people's careers, and when people have done no wrong, we want them on our shows. No matter who else doesn't want them on our shows, we want them on our shows.
Right?
I mean, that's just fact.
The dub's always been there for guys to come there to get work, to get better, and that's why it's going to stay that way. We have our training school. We have a bunch of new kids get ready to come back out soon. That's doing a great job. I think Marcus seen a lot of it Sunday. We got a lot of people in there, don't we, Marcus?
Yeah, you do. There's a guy
Front and back is full.
I was gonna say you had 2 rings full yesterday.
Yeah.
When we were there.
And so, I mean, that's all we want to do is just help make the next generation. And other people just need leave shit alone and quit telling stories, and just let us do what we've done for the last 30 years that my dad done.
Yep.
I agree 100%.
Everybody, everybody wants to talk shit about the dub, but everybody's wrestled at the dub. Everybody got better wrestling at the dub. Everybody spent time at the dub. People,
there's multiple people now that's on TV that went through the dub. Went through the dub and DCCW.
Right. And some guys that are working, on the big indies was trained at the dub.
Yep.
But a lot of people forget where they come from, and they need to leave this bullshit alone because everybody knows shit's not true. And just fucking do what we used to do. Love fucking wrestling. Because Indiana was getting a really good rep for wrestling. And everything was coming together. Then they want to say that we killed wrestling. No, they killed wrestling talking shit on social media. We had everything in the palm of our hand. We could have been one of the top indie states around. All kinds of workers coming through. Everybody getting a chance to work different guys. But no, they blew it.
Yep. All because they're keyboards. And people were jealous.
Yep.
Oh,
Speaking of keyboards, there's a comment about keyboard clicking.
Brutal Ben. What's up, Betty?
Brutal Ben.
I heard something about someone having a problem with an Owens If they got a problem with the Owens, they got a problem with me. They're family, and I like to fight.
He does.
That's
He
what my
does.
name.
Like I've seen it.
And I think that's the thing. People are just tired of hearing the fucking bullshit.
Yep.
You know, and I think, I'm glad people are starting to fight back and say what they want to say. I wish more people would step up, because so many people I talk to say, "Man, this is bullshit. You shouldn't be going through this." Blah 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 blah. But I'll be like, "Well, you don't say nothing on social media. Well, I don't want to get canceled. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You're your own person. Speak up." I mean, some people are going to believe what they want to believe. That's fine. Everybody is, they can have their opinion.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having an opinion.
But
Hey,
don't try.
I hope other promoters and workers listen to this right here.
Right.
I was one of the first to stand behind everything. My company, my bookings, and my fans have not went anywhere, and they still support everything that we do, and we didn't lose anybody over it. So this whole getting canceled bullshit is exactly that. It's bullshit.
It needs to stop, man. I mean,
don't get the cancel culture stuff. A lot of people got canceled for stupid shit, and a lot of shit was false shit, because everybody was speaking out on people. Oh, this is my opportunity. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
Absolutely.
I agree. And let me ask you guys this: when did things change in the wrestling business where the wrestlers start thinking they run the show instead of the promoters?
the new generation that's out. Yeah. Back in the day, they tried that shit.
The guys nowadays wouldn't handle the old school days, especially when I came in, because some of this shit these guys did, man. I've seen guys get fucking grabbed by the guys and slam against the wall and just yelled and screamed at and all that shit. I mean, I know the times has changed, but that's the way it was.
Yeah.
You know.
Hell, I mean, even the guys that you think that can handle shit, I mean, they say you come sideways at them and whatnot when you just confront them face to face to tell them what's going on.
I mean, our wrestling, it's a contact sport. What we do, you got to be in physical shape. You got to be able to take some shots. You got to be able to take some blows, and be tough about it, male or female. You know what I mean?
I kicked Joey in the mouth on Friday.
Yeah.
And he gave me one hell of a forearm back. You think we were going to beat each other's asses in the ring because we did it? No. Shit happens.
I'm trying not to get frustrated and over top my limit. I'm trying to be cool, but people need to let shit fucking be.
Oh.
I know we haven't got into everything yet.
No.
Go ahead, Gonzo.
You guys here?
Yeah, I think it's you guys.
By the way, we got off track. Mike Lee put on a great veteran show Sunday at the Dub, and I tell you what, I'm proud of Mike Lee. He did a great job. I'm glad he raised some money for the veterans, and I'm so proud of all the work he put in for that. And he took care of all the guys. The food was great. So.
Oh yeah, I think the Gonzo'S forgot to pay their Straight Talk bill.
Yeah, they do that at times. They're making me run it.
Marcus, never heard much from you.
Yeah, really went. So it's my show now. Here we go.
Yeah, you're up, Marcus.
Right. Look,
yes,
it's usually us having the problem.
Fantastic. I wish the other guys was on there because they were glad to see David Light, because I've been.
Oh yeah, Justin Danger, come on out to the Dub anytime, man.
Hey man, I tell you what, David Light's got a bright future, and he's only like 8 matches in, and he's already performing like he is, and he's come a long way. But of course, he's one of those kids, man. He's there at training all the time. He's there putting the work in, and that's what makes you a great wrestler, is coming in putting the work in. And these guys at the Dub are putting the work in all the time, and that's why they're getting so much better.
Hey, look, they're back.
Sorry about that. We got disconnected somehow.
All right, I took over. I'm used to this.
Oh yeah, we had your show. We didn't need you guys.
I think they were still on.
Yeah, we were on.
Yeah, we were still going, bud.
Oh yeah.
Tell them about David Light, Tony and Chris, because that's who we were talking about. We're on Sunday's show now.
Okay.
So you guys wanted to see David Light. He was the one who took on Hidari.
Yeah. No, I was impressed with David. I told Joey and him that last night. I was impressed. That's the first time I got to see him. I've been wanting to see him live because other times he's been there at the Dub, we haven't been there. That show yesterday was a real good show.
Yeah, and for a great cause. That's the main thing. It was for a great cause. For the veterans and to help the homeless veterans, and not only that, Mike Lee does a great job, and Joey and him let him use the place and back them up 100% because they're family, and they do. This is the 4th year. We've got to be a part of it for 3 years now. They just do a great job. I know they're going to continue. They're doing a food drive. Food drive is going to be going on for a while now. For a few, I don't know for how long, but I know they got a couple of locations there at the Dub, and also Beach Grove. I forget the name of the place, but
it's some bowling alley. A bowling alley.
I'm sure you can get on
Beach Grove Bowling Alley. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, I'm sure everybody stayed and showed their support. Nobody walked out on that great benefit, did they?
No.
That's good. That's really good. Because benefits are benefits are exactly benefits. Yeah, they're exactly benefits. I mean, sometimes benefits are for people who can't help themselves. So why walk out on people that can't help themselves?
Right. The people was there, and as soon as the money came in, they went straight to the people. So there was no, what I'm saying? So.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Mike?
No,
I'm still here. I accidentally hit a button. My bad.
He's in transit.
I think I accidentally tapped a button.
All right.
We'll
Sorry, guys. I'm out of my front yard because if I was inside my house, my dog would be attacking me right now because it's time for her to go for a walk. And she won't leave me alone.
We'll be airing that Veterans Benefit show tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Is that when you want to air it?
For everybody to have a match. Yep.
Tomorrow at 8.
Right. So I won't say nothing about my match.
It was good to see Hackley in the Dub, though.
Right.
And we want to see Mac and Christian go at it again without a double count out.
Mark has already given it out the secrets.
Well,
he's like, I'm ready. Let's see this.
And then Big Tim. We've seen Big Tim. Or not Big Tim. Too loud.
Tim's the announcer, Marcus, damn it.
Well, he wrestled last night.
Too loud, Timmy Jackson.
Took on TJ Powers.
So what did you think about our new ring announcer?
Oh, we love her. Your new Gabby Abby? Yeah, she's good. I told her that last night.
Yeah, I thought she done real well.
Yeah, hey, Joey, I think you missed it because you can't see the stuff, but old Hog and Justin Grubb both just said, boy, the kids couldn't make it back in the 90s and early 2000s.
Right, and we just said that too.
Me and
Jonathan Holiday, when you get a booking, you shut your ass up, show up, respect the locker room, and do what you're told to do.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what that's what was taught when I was younger. You go into a locker room, keep your mouth shut, do what you're told, to handle your business, go home.
Michelle, the promoter is the boss. Don't like it, then hit the door.
All right, now we got an awkward, quiet moment. I think.
Okay.
Roger just popped up and said, "My thought is this: if you guys didn't want to work then fine, but it should have been handled behind the curtain." Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of was handled behind the curtain.
Are we done? Are we done with the shows? Is it time to get into it?
I think it's time to get into
Might
it.
as well.
Let's get into it. We've already had a few people ask about it, what happened because they didn't know the situation anyway.
All right. Well, so everybody knows that the show in Lafayette, the Muscular Dystrophy show that DCCW held. I'm sure everybody has. You're friends with me online. You've already seen some of my posts online. I stand by my posts online. The show, we had some controversy 1 week before the show. Let me tell you from the beginning to the end. the beginning, as we were booking the people, booking the wrestlers for the show, matches that started getting announced. I announced a certain triple threat match that had Blake Wright, Michael Elgin, and IK3 in it. I promoted it. It was promoted everywhere. Everybody saw it. Everybody knows who IK3 is. Indiana Kid the Third, Jonathan Wolf. I mean, he's been going by IK3 for years.
Yes.
I mean, he's technically been IK3 since birth because he's the third installment of the Indiana Kid. There was Basher, Joey, and then Jonathan.
Yes.
So I booked it. Everything was fine and dandy until 1 week before the show. 1 week. Got a message. Got a message from Scott, who was doing the marketing and stuff in Lafayette, because that's where he lives. And got a message saying that Josh Crane will not be on the show if Jonathan Wolf is on the show because of the accusations from way back when during Speak Out that had already been proved to be false because the person who said it recanted her statement on video and they posted it and everybody heard it back then. I have never ever turned my back on the Owens and WCWO, and as soon as I saw the proof and everything, there was no doubt in my mind to begin with. And when the proof was out there, it was easy. I'd never ever once had a show that I did not offer Jonathan Wolf to be on. I have Josh Crane in my inbox asking me to work for my show, knowing Jonathan was working for my show. And then Sage Phillips, he jumps on board and said he's not going to work the show if Jonathan's on there. Well, once I heard that, I made a group with all the wrestlers in it on Facebook. It was a group message. And I started the group out. I said, hello, everyone. Hope all is well. Wanted to thank everyone for doing the show. Means a lot to me. Scott has friends that has muscular dystrophy. I know Eric Dillinger's sister, suffered from a muscular disease as well. We all probably know someone that does. This is why these shows are so important. We have probably close, I think I said at that point in time, I can't see it, but it said 2 or 250 pre-sales already, with more coming. I said, but then I got into this. That brings me to this. It has been brought to my attention by Josh Crane that he will not participate in this show if IK3, Jonathan Owens Wolf, whatever you want to call him, is on the card. He also named some others as well. I heard from Sage Phillips. He agrees with Josh. This is the week of the or that day that I heard that it was going on. I made this group. I said, I want to know everyone else's feelings. If you guys are okay with working on this show with IK3, Jonathan Owens. Josh stated the reason he was leaving because he was canceled during Speak Out, which from everything I've seen and heard has been cleared up and found to be fake, which a lot of people that was on that list has came to the same conclusion. Everyone that has worked for me, worked for or with me knows I play no games and I'm straightforward. This is me being straightforward. I need to know who, if Jonathan remains on the card, will not be at the show so I can make the best decision I possibly can for the company and this great cause. I'm going to tell you guys this. There's not one person that replied to that post that said they would not work that card. Only people that said that they wouldn't work it was Josh and Sage, and Josh had told me that Brannigan and Dillinger felt the same way. Well, Brannigan never messaged me or called me or anything, didn't talk to me at all. I sent Dillinger 3 separate messages on his personal page, his Dillinger page, and in the group message, asking him to reply. I heard nothing from him. Day of the show. Because obviously I was pretty clear in the message that I need to know who has a problem with working with Jonathan so I can make the best decision. And my entire locker room, but 4 people, said they did not have a problem with it. So, day of the show. People start showing up. Everything's set up. Brannigan, Crane, Dillinger showed up. They start working stuff out in the ring and whatnot. I walk up to all 3 of them. I said, hey, when you guys get a chance, I'd like to speak with you. Josh heard me and yelled at Dillinger and Brannigan. Crane heard me and yelled at Dillinger and Brannigan. Dillinger said okay and was respectable. Brannigan kind of waved me off. I said, all right. I went back to the locker room. And backstage, working on the card and everything, getting things put together and whatnot. Here they come to the back after they were done. They said, yeah, what did you need? I said, I know there's a bunch of bullshit going on. I don't want anybody to be crossed or have any cross thoughts or anything like that. But per my message in Messenger, and also from what I have already booked, I said, Jonathan will be here tonight. What do you mean Jonathan will be here tonight? And Dillinger said, hold on, wait a minute. As in Jonathan will be here just to watch, or he's going to be on the show? I said, he's going to be on the show, just like I had booked it, just like you guys have seen for the last month in the match graphic. He's going to be on the show. Well, then Brannigan and Josh Crane looked at me and they said, you're lucky you told us now. I said, excuse me? You're lucky you told us now, because if you hadn't have told us and he would have showed up, we would have tore this whole fucking place apart. We would have been tearing down your ring, destroying everything. I looked at him. I said, you boys wouldn't have touched nothing.
2 guys.
And they said, excuse me? I said, you guys wouldn't have touched nothing. I said, it wouldn't have happened. And I said, I would have sent your ass to jail. They said, well, what if we just wait for Jonathan to show up and whoop his ass anyway? I said, did you hear what I said about the you tearing up my shit? You'd go to jail. You'd go to jail for doing that too. And Brannigan popped off with, well, my dad's a lawyer. I said, good. You'll need him and all of his buddies. And I said, I'm giving you guys an option right now. I'm not trying to be a dick about things. I'm giving you an option. You guys can stay and work the show. I said, Dillinger, Brannigan, you guys are still the main event. Josh, I don't have no idea where the hell Sage is, so you guys still work. I said, or you guys can leave. One or the other. It's up to you. I said, either everybody can work the show or you guys can leave. I'm not going to tell my entire locker room that my show was held hostage by 4 guys, because it's not going to happen. I don't care who you are or what you think you've done in the business. 4 guys ain't holding my show hostage. I'm not the one. I'm not some pushover promoter. I'm not somebody that caves in. When I book a card, I book a card. When I book the people on it, I book the people on it. Well, Dillinger asked if he could go get a drink of his pop and think about it, and they did. Dillinger quietly went and grabbed his stuff and left. Brannigan and Crane grabbed their stuff, walked out into the front, started walking around the arena, went and found their buddies, and then went and found Scott, bitched to him, and then left. I already had people put in place to take their spots. I already had an idea to change the card around. And that's exactly what happened, word for word, that night. Now, in the group message, which has already been posted by, or Elgin posted what he posted in the group message about everybody. You know, we've seen the videos. I'm okay with working with Wolf. You know, if you guys have a problem with it, just, you know, either don't come, blah, this and that. But you guys do us all a favor and stay the hell offline and don't start any shit. Well, what happens? Minutes after they left the building, they jump online, and they jumped online and started telling their narrative of the story. Their narrative. Josh Crane first posted, had to leave the benefit show. The promoter, Mike King, came at us sideways. Well, came at you sideways. Well, I'm sorry I hurt your dangerous feelings, just like I said online. Danger Josh Crane can't take face-to-face talking, I guess. So I'm sorry I hurt all your boys' feelings by being direct. I guess you're not used to promoters being that direct towards you because you don't control anything in any of the shows because you're a wrestler. You're not the promoter. You don't have the money involved. You have nothing to do with running that show other than showing up and wrestling. So you ain't gonna control shit. And I hope other promoters understand this, and I hope they get a backbone. The ones that have caved in, and they tell them, you know what, kiss our asses. You're not changing our show. So Brannigan, Sage, Crane all got on Twitter and started fuck Mike King this, fuck Mike King that, fuck Mike King, fuck Mike King. I've heard fuck Mike King my entire career. You guys think that you three bitches can get online and say fuck Mike King and it's going to bother me any? Fuck you guys. You know, you guys are nothing in this business. What? You guys had some fucking dark matches? Yeah, okay, good for you. You've had some dark matches. Congratulations. You're still indie wrestlers. So I'm not gonna sit by and let them tell their narrative and only get their narrative out there. I'll tell you exactly what I said, when I said it, exactly what they said, everything, the whole truth. And let's get down to the nitty-gritty of this. For them to sit there and try to say that Jonathan can't work a show because of an accusation that was 3 years ago that was already proven, and them assholes are already accused of other things and haven't been recanted. Josh Crane's a fucking thief and stealing from the boys. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. Josh Crane is nothing but a fucking thief and steals from the boys in the locker room, the boys and girls in the locker room. He goes through their bags and he steals shit from them. That's why he's getting blackballed from fucking going to Japan. And Sage Phillips, you fucking hypocrite. You want to beat women. You also want to get in a ring during a battle royal and beat the hell out of somebody that's not expecting it. Why don't you get in a battle royal with somebody like us and try to beat our asses? I'm dead serious. So you beat your two exes, your ex-girlfriends. You're a woman beater. You beat your two ex-girlfriends, and then you get into a wrestling ring, and everybody thinks that it's a work, and you want to go shoot on somebody. You and Josh Crane want to shoot on somebody in a rumble. Yeah, we got their backs. We got Christian's back. Fuck you guys. Come do it to somebody that knows. Because I guarantee you would have fucking came at me and shot punched me in the ring. I would have whooped your ass in it. I'm done with it. Gloves are off. Fuck you guys. You guys want to try to cancel motherfuckers? Well, here. You guys need to be canceled. You guys need to be canceled for being fucking bullies and lying out your asses and being fucking hypocrites. And Brannigan, you're just as fucking guilty for having their backs. Dillinger, I can't really say anything real bad about Dillinger other than he left a benefit show that benefited research that could help his sister and stuff like that. I don't think that's right. But he never came across to me. He never said anything across. He hasn't gotten online and ran his mouth. He's been respectable other than that. But fuck those other three. If I ever see them again, it'd be too fucking soon. What's this? I just want to point out the lack of consistency in the cancel culture movement and speaking out that Jonathan Wolf, aka IK3, was fully to. They blew Wolf up. allegations, victim blaming, gaslighting, etc. You had all of these people when Andy Strum was accused of all the same things alongside a slew of other stuff by his now ex-wife earlier this year. Andy called her a liar and manipulator, and people were literally threatening to roll out and beat her up because of her accusations. Exactly. Andy Strum rides with Dillinger, or not Dillinger, but rides with Crane, rides with Sage, rides with Brannigan, rides with all them motherfuckers. They ride together.
Well, you know what kills me is how fake. I mean, Brannigan just worked at the Dub not too long ago with Wolf on the fucking card.
2 times, 2 different shows, right?
And he worked Omen.
Yeah, February 26, 2021 against Omen.
See, you know what I mean? Then
yeah, and Jonathan was on that show, but he didn't have anything to say that night.
No.
And like Kevin Mitchell said, all these guys
I've seen Sage on a bunch of shows, and he's all talking good. Oh, I don't believe it. Blah 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 blah.
Hey, Joey. Speaking of that, me and Sage rode to Illinois to Destination 6 together. We rode to Illinois together. Had the same conversation in my truck about Jonathan. We had the same conversation. He said, "No, man, everything's good. I try to stay out of it. Don't get involved in that. All things are good and everything." Michelle, I love you too, Michelle. But he said everything was good. Not a big deal, man. I hear where you're coming from, because I flat out told him, I said, fuck cancel culture. Fuck all this trying to cancel Jonathan shit and everything. I said, I know you have buddies that are on there. He's like, no, I try to stay out of it. All things are good here, Mike.
Right. And
then boom, he's one of the first ones to talk shit.
People just need to keep people's names out of people's fucking mouths and worry about their own business. Because I guarantee you, these people that talks most shit is probably more dirty than anybody.
That's right.
Because don't get me wrong, man. I know a lot of shit on people I've never said.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I think you're right, but the problem is this has went on way too long. It's been ridiculous. It's not been right. It's not been fair. And so some of these people, well, you've already said Sage's name, Sage Phillips' name. He came out and said, well, everybody knows, all my friends know that's not true. Hey, moron, what do you think about Jonathan's friends and family? They know it's not true.
Yeah. How can they sit there and say, oh, my accusations, they're not true, or they're not from a credible source, but it's coming from the girl that you fucking beat up? I mean, come on. The credible source that fucking accused Jonathan recanted her statement. That you guys are saying that she's fucking credible. She recanted her fucking statement, and you guys are still harping on it. You guys can't have life both ways.
Right, and other wrestlers that got charged for beating up their old ladies and all that shit, going to fucking jail, proof evidence. Yeah. But it's okay because he apologized online.
Yeah. He's one of our friends, so it's okay. Yeah. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over the whole cancel culture. I'm over all this shit. And you guys are going to stand there and try to call somebody out when you ride with pieces of shit, and you guys are pieces of shit. And you're going to try to call somebody else out? Hey, I'm already congratulating people for canceling and kicking people off shows because they're dumb.
Right.
And they're pieces of shit.
I mean, even, with Elgin, Elgin, everybody's been reading why he's been posting. Look how much money he spent to clear his name with lawyer fees and stuff.
Yeah, dude spent hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And that was all wrestling money. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, Zach Gates was right. Whoever Zach Hoover is talking that stuff, too, saying dumb shit. Yeah, fuck Zach Hoover, too. I mean, they're just on there talking shit because it's the same clique that talks the shit no matter what. And it's always going to be the same people. And what needs to happen is exactly what's happening now when promoters, because I'm not the only one, Joey's not the only one. I've had promoters in my inbox since it's happened saying, thank you for standing up. We're all behind you. It's getting
Facts.
ready to happen, and it's going to be a fucking movement with promoters and wrestlers alike that we're going to end up canceling you pieces of shit for being fucking bullies and being hypocrites. Here pretty soon you're not going to be able to go to a show without hearing your name and hearing somebody wants to, quote, beat your ass or nobody wants you on a card. So get ready, boys. It's coming. I told you not to fuck with me.
Mike, I told you after it happened, 5 minutes after it happened, I was behind you 100%. Still am. I'm behind the Owens family, WCW, DCCW. You guys are family to me, but I'm always going to be behind you guys. And I love Jonathan, love all you guys, and I support you guys 100%.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. We do.
And for that, if any promotion,
You know, people just need
don't
to
want
fucking.
me.
People just need to shut up and leave us alone and let us do our thing.
Just let wrestling be wrestling again.
Right.
If any promotion don't want me, I'm not gonna speak for Chris.
No, I feel the same exact way.
If they don't want us there, just let us know and we won't be there. I mean, we support wrestling, all independent, not just DCCW and WCW.
We've been almost 60 shows or 50 something shows.
We've done 50 shows, and we believe in what we're doing. We love pro wrestling. We love all the wrestlers. Hey, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. Gage Phillips has not been respectful to me. Now he stepped in the shit. That's on him. I hope things turn out okay for him. I'm not against anybody. Okay, I don't want to see anybody get canceled. I want everybody to have the best career and the best life they can have. That's the way everybody should be.
That's the way it should be.
Worry about your own shit, because we all got enough shit of our own to worry about. Don't worry about other people.
But you can't have it both
You
ways.
can't have it both ways.
You can't try to stand on your high horse when you've done stuff probably or worse than what the person that you're trying to cancel has done. It's never been charged with anything.
But who hasn't made mistakes? Who ain't fucked up? I'm 60 years
Oh,
old.
everybody.
I probably fuck up in 10 minutes. I mean, everybody messes up. Everybody screws up. It's just part of life. But you know what I do every day? I get up. I try to live the best life that I can live, and do the best I can. Love my wife, love my kids, love my grandkids, and do the best I can do. Everybody just try to get along, and just live your lives. Leave people alone. Jonathan's out there trying to live the best life he can live and be the best person he can be. I've seen here before school started. I've seen him give away stuff to help people that needed help. He's trying to do the best, be the best person he can be. That's what everybody should do, and quit talking shit and being fucking pussies. And I'm sorry I got up to that.
Well, none of them had anything to say to my face. That's the thing. None of them had anything to say to my face, but they want. There was not one fuck Mike King at the show. I guarantee that. Not to my face. They might have said it behind my back.
Then they get on social media and post everything, and then they block everybody, so nobody can respond to them.
Oh yeah. If that don't make you look fucking guilty, I don't know what does. I'm going to talk shit about these guys and say I'm innocent, but I'm going to block you.
Right. Hey,
Did you
how
see
about
Roger's
this one?
comment here?
You guys opening the big bay doors, him driving in for him to park and get out, and they walk right past him, never said a word.
With their heads down. Yeah, and it says, I want to be clear, Roger Pett said, I want to be clear that I was not pointing fingers at either side, and I don't fault Mike King for defending the show. Appreciate it, Roger. Promoters should defend their shows. Yeah.
Yes, they should.
I'm just saying, they ran into the wrong
because
it
it doesn't matter what we say or do. We're not going to change people's opinions or minds.
No.
People are stuck in their ways. But if you don't like it, don't be a part of it. Don't talk shit about it.
I don't know who this Zach Hoover is, but they disrespecting people, acting like he was a big man. Dude, Zach Hoover is some fucking referee.
And now look, I mean,
some young referee.
Now, as a promoter, you see a guy acting like that. Why would you want somebody like that on your show?
Exactly.
And that's the same with everybody that keeps talking shit about other people all the time. Why would you want somebody to take the chance of booking them? Oh my, you didn't do something they want. Next thing you know, they're gonna blast you online.
Especially people walking out of shows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read that.
Okay, look, you guys want some truth juice right here? All right, when that night when it went down, I was going to walk out on that show. I was fucking pissed.
Joey's leaving.
I was living. I was mad at Mike. I was mad at Scott because I was told everything was 100% okay. I was mad because my son got put in this fucking situation and I was going to leave. I grabbed my bag. I was leaving too. Mike and Elgin stopped me and told me, no, don't let them win. Fans are here to see you wrestle. And yes, and when I went out there, there was a lot of people I knew because I've been wrestling Lafayette forever that was excited that I was ready to wrestle. And I sit there and I thought about it. And what did I do? I sucked it up and we went out there and put a banger match on for those fans.
That's right. And not only just for any
don't get me
fan.
wrong. I was salty at you, Mike. You know that. I was salty.
I know. And guys, Joey had every right to be salty. I wanted Jonathan on the show. I called Joey and said, I want Jonathan on the show. And I said, you know, people are going to talk. You know they are, but fuck it. I want Jonathan on the show because he's always been on my shows. And not only did we go out there and have a banger match,
like TJ just
City fans,
just in the business.
but before the show even started, I had a fan come backstage who was hot because he came back and he said, "Hey man, are you the guy running this?" I said, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "Man, I need to ask you something." I said, "All right." He goes, "I spent $100 for front row seats for me and my wife to watch my friend wrestle. And I was told he was kicked out of the building." And I looked at him. I said, "Well, you look like a respectable guy." I said, "You must be talking about Dillinger." He goes, "Well, how'd you know that?" I said, "Well, Josh Sage and Brannigan, they're pieces of shit. So all their friends are probably pieces of shit too." So I said, "You're being respectable to me." So I was guessing. He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, let me tell you this." I said, "They were not kicked out of the building. I offered them all to stay. And I even offered Dillinger to still be in the main event." I said, "All of them chose to leave, sir." And he said, "Man, I guess there goes my $100. You know what? When me and Joey walked out there to wrestle each other, him and his wife was still sitting in front row, and I commend that guy for still sitting front row and still enjoying the show, and not just enjoying just the show in general. We had them laughing and standing up and cheering, and his wife was giving all kinds of hell. They were probably the loudest fans in the bunch. So the 4 that left the show, don't worry, we carried it for you. The guys there, we had one hell of a show and took care of the fans without you. Just like I told you we would. You guys ain't going to make or break any show. Not of mine, anyway. There's way much more better talent in Joey's training class than you guys staying on my show. I could use all of Joey's trainees right now and get a better show than I would with you 3. Fuck them. And I was gonna be nice and try to be calm, but I just fuck them.
Reggie said maybe we should
I
put
thought
out a
you was
list of
gonna hit the
guys
mute
who
button
wanted
on
to
me,
come back
Mike.
to the dub.
I thought I was going to have to cut off Joey, but I guess I did it anyway.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good workers out there. A lot of people that just wants to wrestle. Let them wrestle. Everybody probably thinking, "Oh, it's just us working together trying to do our thing." No, there's other promotions out there that we back and we support.
100%.
We want everybody to have a great show.
100%.
Even if you don't like us, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
But
1% fine to me. I don't care if you like me or not.
We just want you guys to everybody have good shows in Indiana, have good wrestling without bullshit or drama. They want to say, you see other people, that's why Indiana wrestling shit. Well, get rid of the shit.
Yeah. Get rid of the shit.
Only reason they know about it because you tweet about it.
And they're the ones that are doing it.
Well, do they think that if they go work for a big company or somewhere, and if there's somebody on the show that they don't like, that they just go up to the promoter and they're going to get rid of them?
No, they're going to keep their mouth shut. They wouldn't have walked up to fucking Vince or Tony Khan or what's his name? Oh shit, Impact. They wouldn't have walked up to any of them or any of they picked up. They wouldn't have went to Wrestling Revolver or GCW or CZW or any of these promoters and told them we're not wrestling the show if this person's on it. You know why? Because all of them would have done exactly what I did. Fuck you guys, leave.
Right.
And that's
Just
not,
because I'm a smaller promotion doesn't change my reaction, just like the bigger promotions. You're not bigger than this business, and you're nobody in wrestling until you make it somewhere, and you've made it nowhere. That's a fucking reality check.
and that's just not in wrestling. This is in everyday life. I mean, hell, everybody has jobs, and you have to work with people that you don't like at jobs sometimes. I mean, that's part of life.
Yeah, I work with Chris.
Yeah, hey, and that's the biggest part. It's not because Jonathan was part of Speak Out or anything like that, and they know that she recanted it. That's not their problem. Their problem is they have a personal vendetta against John. They have a personal problem against Jonathan, and they use that bullshit in 2020 to try to push their own fucking agenda. That's the problem.
I agree.
It has nothing to do with anything but their personal vendetta against Jonathan. That's the problem.
That's
And
perfectly said.
if promoters and wrestlers keep giving them the power by not fucking checking them in their place, they'll never stop.
I mean, my thing on that is, never mind. I gotta wash my mouth. But, anyways,
Watch your mouth, Joey. Yeah, keep pissing on here.
but I know it, right? But knowing damn well that boy can out wrestle any of those motherfuckers any day of the week.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it was jealousness.
It was jealous.
I
They
hate
were
to say
jealous
it,
that
but
Jonathan had a contract.
Right. And don't get me wrong. And Jonathan, Jonathan could be an asshole. Don't get me wrong. He's my son. I love him to death. But when it comes to wrestling, he was so focused and so blunt. He would tell you if he did something wrong. If he didn't, he was very passionate about what he fucking did. And nobody was going to take that away from him. But apparently they fucking did. They crushed him.
Well, that like any time I've ever booked Jonathan, so freaking awesome. I mean, just down to earth. Mikey, what would you like? Oh, Jonathan, man, I trust you, brother. You and the guy work it out. Or you're like, hey, I'd really like this because I think of this ideal coming back. What do you think? Always work together. Never a problem.
And people also need to leave it fucking be because it ain't like he wants to wrestle fucking like that anymore. He's doing great in life. If he wants to spot wrestle here and there, fucking so be it.
I've known Jonathan for almost 3 years now. He's never been anything but respectable. One of the most respectable, polite humans I've ever met and talked to. Every show he comes up, talks to me. We talk about wrestling, talk about other things. And I'm not gonna lie, he's one of my favorite ones to watch. He's the best since we've been doing this in 3 years in independent wrestling. He's the best wrestler I've seen.
Dude, he's so fluid in the ring. He's like water.
Yep. And not only that, Joey, shout out to you because all your wrestlers that come through the dub always come up to me and Chris and are so respectful. But before the show, after the show, and I know you guys got something to do with that. Same thing with DCCW guys, which a lot of them are. I know, or WCW people went through those schools because Mike knows talent. He knows good talent, so he's going to get the best he can get. So just shout out to you guys because you guys do a tremendous job.
Thank you.
And another big fuck you to all the fans and the people that jumped on the bandwagon just because they don't like us. That didn't work too good for IPW when Kerry Johnson jumped on there, did it? Thought he was going to say don't throw stones at a glass house. Motherfucker, you guys got named out for beating up somebody with a mental disability on Fox 59 News. I got called out by 3 fucking indie workers. Fuck you guys. Try again.
Mikey's still on a roll.
It's sad that it had to come to this, but guys, this needed to be done. And I know some people may be upset, and that's fine. But this needed to be done and needed to be said. It was time to stand up, and it's this shit needs to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah, and surprise, boys, the 4 that walked out. We're not going nowhere. Still, we're still going to run our shows. We're still going to book the people that we want to book.
and
There's not a damn thing that you guys can do about it.
And there's a lot of people really pissed at him.
And
Yeah.
On our end.
And
Wait a minute.
also, Joey,
This comment here by Joe Belt. This shit is really getting out of hand. It's been well over 3 years and it's been proven false. If it wasn't for Kid, 90% of these ass clowns would not be where they are.
That's fact.
And that's 100% true.
Because most of them started at the dub.
My dad.
Yeah.
and, Joey, I do want to give you a shout out because this year, what WCW has done with Comic Con, with your shows every Friday night, the shows that you put on in Lebanon, the shows that you put out in other places, Rowdy's and Anderson and 3 shows and stuff, you guys have done a tremendous job. And it's just, I mean, you're not going anywhere. You're just getting bigger and better. And I know same thing for Mike. I mean, there ain't no doubt about that either. So
People don't have to like me. I'm still going to be around.
Well, and I really appreciate you giving us the props, but don't only give me the props. You got to give everybody that works for WCW the props.
Yeah, the whole crew.
The
whole family.
I have a hard-working team, and I could not do it if it wasn't for my guys. My guys are big support.
You got the best crew.
Joey and his guys support DCCW as well, and I mean, and the guys that I've been around me and whatnot, they've been pushing.
I wish I could name everybody, but we'll be on here for another 20 minutes.
And hey, if you want to be honest about it, if you go to about any other promotion, any other shows you go to, of them,
who's on the card?
WCWO guys.
That's right. Who's on the cards, Tony and Chris and Marcus? Marcus, you've been to 80 shows?
84.
84 shows? How many people that are on DCCW and WCWO shows are on all the shows that you've been to?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. 84 shows, and there's probably not been one show that he's been to that didn't have one of our guys on it.
Well, if you want to get down to it, we haven't seen Josh Crane. I haven't seen. That was the first time I ever seen Brannigan in person. I haven't.
Who the fuck is Josh Crane and Brannigan?
And Dillinger, I hadn't seen him in over a year. And
the guy's been to 84 shows this year. Never seen him.
Never seen him.
Yeah, never seen him
this year or last year. It's been a while. So either I don't go to their shows or they're not out there. I don't know.
Right, but they're trying to clean up Indiana wrestling, and they haven't fucking been in Indiana to fucking wrestle.
You realize how many shows a month I'm part of?
Yeah.
I've probably been to 80% of the WCWO shows this year. I think we only missed 10 dub shows and 2 road shows and Comic-Con, but we couldn't walk around. I think if we had better communication, we would have been there too. So
we got you covered this year, Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah. Jordan James, you're absolutely right, man. Jordan said, I, for one, am grateful they left. Gave me more time to absolutely crush it in front of Devon, Dudley, and Victoria. 2 names we had there that they could have worked in front of that have ties to all the big leagues, but they just had to walk out. Had to walk out and believe what they wanted.
Devon gave us a compliment on our match.
Hell yeah, he did. I work plenty of shows with people I don't care for. It's about the fans, not you. Absolutely, TJ.
Facts.
Absolutely. And I'm right there with Elgin too. If they all have something to say, you guys can unblock me and then show up to wherever I'm at. I'll talk to you face to face again as long as you don't think I'm coming sideways at you.
I'm going to be at the Dub every Friday night, putting on a show and watching young talent get better. I'm definitely not hard to find.
You just got to go pull up at a wrestling show somewhere. You can find Joey.
Yeah. He's not running it. He's providing something for it.
Right,
Right.
rings.
Jake Elliott says, I love getting advice from IK3 when he's at the dub. He's blunt and 100 with.
He is. He always been that way.
Yes. And that's what a lot of people didn't like about, I think, because he was blunt about his wrestling. He loved his wrestling. Loved it.
Well, and this was something I was going to bring up and never hadn't got to yet, but Mike Lee just brought it up. How many of these guys has Jonathan trained, and then they just or helped train and help get to where they're at, and they just turn their back on them?
Yeah.
Too many to count.
And what's sad are the people that turn their back on them just because they were afraid that they were going to get canceled from association with them. Come on, guys.
So for being
Come on.
pussies.
Yeah, I mean, it's silly. Hey, Mikey, much love and respect. If you could please check your messages when you're done, that would be much appreciated. I got you, Logie. I got you.
He wants Hooters girls at all his shows. He ain't kidding nobody.
Yeah, I know. They are.
They were talking hair. I think they were talking hair. I'm not sure, but
Even when people, this is something goes out to all the wrestlers and promoters out there too. When people write stuff on social media, don't automatically share it and assume. Find your own truth out. It's just like, there was a couple of, people that I was pretty close to that kind of shared the post, and I was kind of like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roger, you're right, man. Roger's right, man. We talk about that all the time. Wrestling, we used to have each other's backs when somebody's being wronged.
Right.
And people will run. People. Sorry, somebody tried to call me, guys. People will ignore everything now because they're afraid. They're afraid to have each other's backs now, especially the new age people. The new age people think that the internet's God. Where's mine, Jordan's contract? We want those tag titles from you and Joey. Sean Noble and his boy. Jordan wants some contracts. Sean Noble and Jordan Noble.
I'd be worried about Jordan. I wouldn't worry too much about Sean.
Yeah, no kidding. I've seen Jordan whoop Sean's ass in his life.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But seriously, I mean, nobody wants to stand up for each other anymore, especially the new era people. They don't.
Right.
This is the way I've been seeing everyone run their mouth just to make themselves look good, but in reality, they're embarrassing themselves. Yeah, when you come at people and you come at people with lies, you would be silly not to fight back, and that's what we're doing.
Yep, it's time.
I mean,
it's long overdue.
Look how much what I've been through the last 3 years.
Yep.
This shit happened to me with that. I lost my dad. Matter of fact, my mother-in-law and my dog, all within like 4 months.
Joey, can I ask you a question? If it's okay, if you don't want to answer it, that's fine. How many people, when all this happened, how many people turned their back on you guys?
Yeah, you don't got enough fingers. We don't have enough time on here to talk about it.
95%.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And it was my dad's memorial show.
Oh yeah.
And everybody was totally fine. Jonathan was there. He wasn't even wrestling. He went to do the Timbo salute. Somebody tweeted something, and it went crazy.
Yep.
And they told everybody that I threatened them. I threatened everybody. Dude, I was fucking emotional. I was fucking crying because that was my first show back without, you know what I mean? My dad being gone. And I literally said what I said. I was like, my son is here to do Timbo salute. If anybody has a problem with it, they can leave.
Yep.
You know what? Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word till about a half hour later till somebody put a fucking tweet out.
Yep.
How can...
Calling people out. Can't believe you're being there with Jonathan Wood. Blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
How can you turn your back? I don't understand, man. I just don't understand.
Scarecrow said he wants to come back to DCCW, Mike.
Yeah,
You know,
I said Crow. I got you.
I want to do some name dropping on here too, but my LA says Karma's a bitch, and Karma's going to come back and get him eventually.
Well, already kind of has.
Well, there's plenty more out there where it came from.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's tons
Mike Lee
of
said
karma.
Mike Lee said only 6 guys stayed.
Who said that?
There you
Mike
go.
Lee said only 6 guys stayed behind.
Only 6 guys. 6 guys. 95% left.
Yeah, because they were afraid.
I'll tell you
afraid
what.
to
I don't know. I probably don't want to know the names on the list because I probably wouldn't want to talk to them anymore. I don't understand.
I mean, people need to stop and think. You know what I mean? Think about who helped them, who you know what I mean, where they come from. That's what memories are about, right? Not about hate.
No, shouldn't be about hate. Marcus, what do you think about all this? You're the number one wrestling fan in Indiana. What do you think?
And folks, we apologize about at least I do. I apologize about the language. I'm normally not like that.
I'm being the
But-
calm one tonight, Mikey. I got
But
you.
I know you're taking over for me because normally I am. Normally I'm the calm, collected one. But this situation, you guys already know I feel strongly about. And then them assholes try to put my name and my company out there as well. And that was I warned you guys not to go online.
Right. And they're talking shit to fucking Elgin. Elgin didn't do nothing to none of them.
Yeah, somebody who has court documents.
And he has the right to be pissed
Yeah.
because they're trying to take fucking food out of his fucking family's mouth.
That's right.
He just happily got married. He got his son. He's living his great life. And I'm glad to see Michael Bacca doing what he loves to do is wrestle. He's been coming
And
to the
kill
dub
him.
help teaching some of the guys, and it's been phenomenal.
Yep.
I just
And I
got,
love to see him have his spark back, and he's getting everything's coming back.
so I just saw him wrestle for the first time about a month ago, and I really enjoy watching him. Marcus, what was you gonna say?
Oh, basically, people know where we stand. They know who we support. If you don't want to set your show, be professional and tell us. Every morning we get up, we say, here's where we're going, who we're seeing, and if you don't want us there, let us know. But you don't have to be assholes about it. All those guys had to do was walk away and go home.
They knew about it from the get-go.
I knew about it from the get-go.
All these people getting on their side that has
They
absolutely no
waited to the
idea.
day of the
People
show.
that stayed. These are the people that stayed when all that shit broke loose. I have mad respect for those people. The rest of them, and there may be some that I like and get along with now, but you should be ashamed of yourself.
Well,
The people that keep running their mouth are just people that try to get famous off Twitter. That's all they are. They run their mouth on Twitter to try to get their likes up and try to get their followers up.
right, and I don't even like to get on Twitter. I don't even really get on it that much at all.
I don't get on Twitter. Well, we got a Twitter account, and I post like the show stuff on there, and that's it. Because it's nothing but negativity over there. That's all it is.
I don't even know how to get on Twitter.
No, I don't.
I'm just telling you.
Honestly, what Twitter has done to people's lives, that shit needs to be fucking shut down, or X or whatever you call it now.
Oh, and then also, if you're going to go to a show and say you're not going to do the show because somebody did something, the boys that you ride around with probably shouldn't have bad backgrounds either.
Yeah.
I mean, big hypocrite there.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I already said it. A thief and a woman abuser.
Well, there's
Don't hit
already
on us.
already
Don't
been
hit
one,
on us like you hit on your exes.
and there's already been one of them that's been pulled off a show.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Well, I've seen that too. Hopefully they stay true to what they said.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was going to say too, Joey. We commend them for pulling them, but hopefully he's really pulled or not under a mask or wrestling, and hopefully and hopefully more shows will start pulling people. I mean,
Well,
I
you,
sure in the hell. What happened to Sam? Sam's night. He had a family emergency. Phil. It had nothing to do with this situation. Sam would have been there. I already have messages. I talk to Sam pretty much on a regular basis. So on a daily basis is what I meant to say.
Sam's a great
Um,
guy.
yeah, this has nothing to do with why Sam was there. He had a family emergency that he had to take care of, and it was cleared way before any of this happened. I love Sam to death.
Thank you, Ben.
Yep.
Just wanted to clear that up. I love seeing Marcus fine and Kelly fine at
yeah,
at
we
any
did see
show.
that about. Yeah,
Oh
we knew
yeah,
about him.
yeah. Everybody loves to see Marcus and Kelly. Kelly's my new heel partner.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
Hey, maybe she can manage you and Joey.
I'm down.
And the new
Yeah.
tag
Yeah,
champs.
yeah.
Rick Provencal, yeah, Joe. He said, "Hey, kid, maybe it's time to go after people for slander and liability." I mean, slander and defamation of character is a real thing. If we really wanted to push the issue, we could nail them all to the wall.
Yeah, we really can.
Nail them all to the wall, and affects all their pockets. Which, I mean, with Crane going through people's bags stealing their money, I'm sure he needs all the money he can get. So it'd probably be pretty bad if we sued him.
And and here's the bad thing: a lot of people think that the information that you're saying is fake, but I've read it myself personally. I know who it came from.
Blake said, need to right all your wrongs before speaking, bud.
Big shout out to Mike Lee for putting on a great veterans show last night. Absolutely, Logie.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Yep.
absolutely.
Can I make another statement?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Those four guys walked out of a veteran show, or not a veteran show, a fundraiser show. 90% of the fans in that attendance were not normal wrestling fans. They were there to support a fundraiser. They had no idea, those four guys, who they even was, and they didn't give a damn that they walked out the door, because me and Tony were talking throughout our broadcast, and Chris kind of was too. The fans were into it. Start to finish, loud, noisy, clapping, cheering. We had to try to tell them to get out of our way a few times so we could see what was going on. They didn't care because they weren't normal wrestling fans. They were fundraising fans. So you guys walked out and what? So
Very true.
That's Jake Phoenix, correct?
yes.
Yeah, you're right, bub. I mean, if more people would just come along and not let people like them ruin wrestling shows or try to bully their way through wrestling shows or try to book the wrestling show themselves, wrestling would be a whole lot better place. They were talking about saving wrestling. They ain't saving shit. They're the problems.
Is Joey trying to say something?
Joey, you're muted. Hit your mic button, Joey. There you are.
I think he lost his signal.
Oh yeah, I think you did. You there, Joey?
Yeah, he's there, but we can't hear him no more. You might have to go off and come back. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I know one thing. This was long overdue. It probably should have been done about a year ago. I'm sorry that it had to happen at a fundraiser that you guys are running. You guys still pulled it off. I know you're not worried about that because you're not that type of guy. Fuck them. But this needed to be done. And I mean, I'm sorry if some people don't like it, but it had to be done. We need to cleanse this thing. We need to get things going in the right direction again. And people need to try to do what's right for themselves and try to be kind to others and quit being dickheads and pussies. Look,
You're right. I mean, it's what you just.
I'm not going to say all the right terms. Hell, I'm 60 years old. I may have a month to live. I may have 10 years to live.
Son of a bitch.
Who knows how long I've got left? I really don't give a shit of what anybody thinks of me. I really don't.
I hope you have longer than a month.
Yeah, no kidding.
I hope you do too,
Yeah.
Tony.
Well, I hope so. The hell, you don't know.
Yeah, that's right. You don't. But
You don't. And I mean, I just do the best I can do and try to enjoy life. And, people need to get some butt cream and stick it on there and move on.
Much love and thanks to Kid and Mike for all you do for the rest of for the business. Very appreciate you guys. Thank you. I mean, we try. We really do try. We try to get people places to go and be
Got a couple
seen.
of people asking when the next show is.
Ass kickers want to come. Next DCCW show, as of right now, will probably not be till February for our 6-year anniversary show. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to have a big show for it for our anniversary. If a show was to pop up before then, we will definitely let you know. But as just like we've done every year, we really don't run in December because everybody has Christmas and family and everything to buy for and whatnot. And at the end of November is Thanksgiving, so people pay for Thanksgiving, people pay for Christmas. They do all this stuff, so we try not to have a show in December unless it's going to be a benefit show to help with Christmases. Same thing in January. It's right after Christmas.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, same thing in January, right after Christmas. People spent their money on Christmas and whatnot, so unless they're returning a bunch of stuff and getting money back instead of their items, most people don't have money in January to do a show either. So we try to be thoughtful of that as well and let people enjoy their holidays. So we try to come back strong in February. Now WCWO runs every Friday night.
Every Friday night, guys.
You guys want to catch some good wrestling? WCWO.
AACW
7:30, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Now AACW does have a show in November. It's on the 18th.
Hey, Kokomo's only about an hour away from Muncie, and I'll tell you what,
That's
man,
right.
they put on great shows.
Yeah, they
Great
do.
crowd.
Warrior Pro Wrestling runs shows.
Warrior Pro's
The
outstanding.
Yeah, the 19th.
Yeah, they're
Warrior Pro's
19th.
19th.
Yep.
Well, you got FEW in Greenfield.
Yep.
Alex runs a good show out there.
They have one on Thanksgiving and then December 3rd.
Yep.
I just said Alex's name. Just met the man 4 weeks ago. Outstanding dude. Check out his shows in FEW. Dude's a good guy, good man. Done a lot of things. Shout out to him 100%.
Yeah, no matter what show he goes to as a fan and then gets harped on.
Oh yeah,
he got harped on for being a fan. What the hell?
He had Did you believe
for trying to support a benefit show?
not just that?
He
Then
got harped on.
he's a promoter, and he was getting messages because people were mad that he stayed at the show. He didn't leave the show.
Wrestlers.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wrestlers.
That's how stupid things are.
Trying to get-
That is absolutely Alex. WCW and DCCW have always done right by Muncie Wrestling. Love you guys. We love you too, AJ.
AJ's the
We're
man.
going to have a big show coming up this year as well.
Yes. NGW double shot next weekend. BMFX is on Saturday as well.
Yep.
Plenty of wrestling that goes around. Hopefully, none of the promoters jump on bandwagons.
And if you want to watch a good wrestling show, check out Gonzo'S Sports Room tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the WCWO Veteran Show from yesterday. We'll be airing it tomorrow night.
Gonzo airs all the shows that they're live at. The Lafayette show is online too, right, boys?
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear Jackson Morgan give me hell about just sitting back there doing nothing. That's Roger's 5-year-old.
Hey, we had a lot of people come over to the table and talk on Friday night. Logan Myers came over there. Blake Wright.
Yep.
Yeah, Jackson on Sunday walked over and says, "Is this all you're doing back here, sitting?" It's like, "Go see your dad."
The fact of the matter is, just be better. Just be better people. I will say this: I've never had a bad experience with Mike or DCCW. I watch my little boy walk on clouds because of these guys. I will always stand with DCCW. Meant the world to a destroyer to get a contract. Thank you guys so much. Phil, we always got you in the destroyer. We always got you guys. We love the kids. Absolutely loving the business. And I mean, those are our futures right there. I mean, they are. They're our absolute futures. And same with Sean and Jordan. Let's see, WCWO has a food drive for HVAF.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys got the food drive going on. Drop some cans off.
Yep, we mentioned that. Also at the Beach Grove bowling alley,
Yep.
you can drop off stuff there too. Yeah, we mentioned it earlier, Mike. Well, we're trying to plug you, buddy.
I'll have the flyer up on all of our social media pages as well. So.
Anna said Mikey looks like Chewbacca.
Well, guys,
you're just mad about my hair.
Phil said he's been literally been in 3 matches since Friday, and I've won 0.
With the destroyer.
But, you guys is there anything else that we haven't talked about?
Not that I know of.
No, just stop spreading lies and only putting your own narrative out there. That's the big takeaway from today.
I agree with Mike. Hey, everybody, including myself, let's be better.
Just be better people in general.
Yes, everybody, and I include myself in that. I'm nowhere near perfect. So everybody,
ain't none of us perfect.
No,
none of us perfect. Let's be better people. And Crane, Brannigan, and Sage can still kiss my ass. Phil Fairfax, Jordan loves DCCW so much, and he is always so excited to go to the show. And I know what you mean. Jordan is always one to kick out no matter what. That's what I love. That's why we do this. The problem is those 4 forgot that right there is the reason why we do this.
Exactly. I mean,
because their egos are too big.
Hey, I got and I haven't been able to bring him to the last couple of shows because of my situation has been kind of screwed up. But Bobby loves professional wrestling. And
I love Bobby.
He loves going to the shows. Hopefully, I can get him going back to the shows with me. I've just been in a kind of a tough situation recently, but we'll get that straightened out soon and get him coming back to the shows.
Appreciate it, Mike.
I don't think Mike League's ever said anything good about me. I appreciate that, Bob. Thanks, Tony, Chris, Marcus, 11 Kid, and Mike. A place to get. Yeah, absolutely. Tom's absolutely right. Thank you, guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. I mean, you were one of the first people to walk up to me when they left. And I appreciate the hell out of it. You guys shook my hand and you thanked me for standing up for people who've been wronged. And that means a lot to me too.
Yeah, I 100% behind you, Mike, and always will be.
Marcus, you got anything else?
We got the big interviews this week. If we want to touch on them.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Does Kelly have anything yet? Does Kelly, you got anything to add?
Hang on a minute. We got to get her on there. There we go.
Hi.
All right, you got anything to add there, Kelly?
I can't wait to be with you again.
I know, baby. I know.
But if
got my cane.
But if it's at Kokomo, you got to fight her with Nelson Doolittle, the fourth, because he's after her too. So. And Wiley, but everybody just pick Wiley.
I think you would win. I think you would win.
That's right. You know it. I do one little hip thrust, and I have you.
There you go.
Stay away from Wiley. You don't want to catch anything.
I agree with everybody that it was past due, and we support you all with all of this. So
Like Lisa Kelly, the real star.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm on here.
Yeah. Hey, AJ.
Member of GWR, we feed off her a lot.
That's right.
Yep.
That's why I made sure she was in the picture yesterday with Jonathan. It's like, because she's part of GWR too. I'm sure the guys will say that as well.
100%.
Yep. So,
AJ Bradley posted just a minute ago, and he's absolutely right. People only hate when you're successful. A lot of people, I've been told, I was told in this business by some, credible and reputable names, not just some indie guys, but guys that could really shut down a show. That if you're not doing something, if shit's not being talked about you're not doing something right.
Probably true. Yeah, and
honestly, that's why AJ says 100% right. That's basically what all this is even started over, in my opinion, from everything I've seen and have heard.
Yeah. Once again, I'm sorry for my language.
It ain't no worse than language that gets thrown around here on some of our other shows.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I was dropping F-bombs left and right.
Yeah.
He drops them left and right all the time. So.
But I try to pride myself on not doing stuff like that, and I let it go today. But it was.
I almost got put in timeout earlier by my wife for my language. I got in trouble last night, and I got in trouble earlier today too. So
she's been on about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the interviews, like Mark was talking about, tomorrow we have Brody Botkins, and I think the guy's name's Virgo. They're going to be live from Texas. They're down there training with Dustin Rhodes. So,
hey, what does this button do?
And then Thursday, we're going to have that's tomorrow at 7. Brody Botkins and Virgo. Thursday, Kid Dynamite Justin Terrell is going to be on here talking about his last match at the ACW show.
Oh yeah. He thinks he's retired.
Keyword there.
How long you giving that retirement, Mike?
6, maybe 7 months, if that.
So longer than a Ric Flair retirement or a John Cena retirement? Which one?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because Ric Flair today and we'll be back tomorrow. So.
Right.
Yeah, Leon.
It might be a little bit longer than a Flair retirement. Not by much.
Flair's going to do another match.
Flair just got re-signed with
see?
AEW.
I knew you guys were going to say something about that.
He got that. He's got that energy drink. He got that Macho Man Slim Jim deal.
Yeah, it's going through to his head.
You hear about that?
Well, you guys, Mike, I appreciate you coming on. I know this wasn't an easy subject, but it sucks that it had to come to this. But I'm glad that we did this. And again, if anybody don't like that me and Chris did this, basically you can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
And if you don't want us at your show, be professional. Just tell us.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, and if you don't want to work with anybody I book, just don't come to my show. Or tell me. And still don't come to my show because I'm not changing my roster. It's simple. And stop trying to bully promoters.
And quit trying to bully everybody.
Yeah.
Just average, normal people. I mean, just keep to yourself, do your thing, let them do their thing. Damn.
Yeah.
Yep. The world would be a lot better place if people just worried about themselves instead of what everybody else is doing.
Because I ain't afraid to stand up to anybody. I'm 4'2", and I ain't afraid to stand up to nobody.
4'2".
Well, I'm a little taller than that. Hey, I'm doing that for a fact. Don't
get them ankles.
I'm 4'11" ¾ But see, 4'2" sounded better. Fuck. Messing up my shit. Hey, we gotta have a little fun.
We gotta get him in there and referee.
No.
Yeah.
My wife will kill me.
Hey,
I'm not afraid of anybody but my wife. All
I
right?
hear it say you just said you
My
stand up to
wife.
anybody.
Except my wife. I'm afraid of my wife.
She's a ball of fire. She'll kick you.
Marcus has met my wife. She understands what I mean.
I love her to death, but she's a ball of fire. I'm not going up against her. No way.
Oh.
Scarecrow said you're a midget.
I remember I said something
I've
about
been
it.
called pygmy, midgets. I don't know how I'm a pygmy. I'm not from Africa, but whatever.
I remember when I told your wife that you were going to ref a show, and that look I got, that's scary.
Yeah, she's here giving me the evil eye right now.
Yeah, we lost him.
No, we didn't lose him.
Sorry,
He's there.
I hit the button again. My bad, guys.
Yep, hit that button.
My bad. Shit. Which button was it?
What's that say on there?
Oh shit.
Oh, change of plans. Just big plan change.
Leon.
Tell him I'm ready for another cookout. Come on.
Hey, my wife says she's ready for another cookout.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we got to get another one going.
A little cold right now, but
Yeah, a little cold right now.
we were
I
talking
ain't
about
standing out
that.
that cold.
I assume we're still doing a Thanksgiving, and I'll leave it at that.
We're doing something. We're doing something. We'll have something. We'll definitely have a big cookout as always. That's for sure.
Joey's phone went dead.
Oh, no wonder.
Daniel, I was a jockey for one night.
Long enough to take the picture.
Yep, just long enough to take a picture. Somebody come up to me and said, "Hey, are you a jockey?" I said, "Yeah, come on." And they said, "Can we get a picture?" I said, "Sure." We took a picture.
That reminds me when all the people were talking shit, and they were talking shit to me, and I was just everything that they said that I was just destroying them. Then all of a sudden they were like, "You know what? You just need to admit that you're an asshole." I was like, "Oh, I never said I wasn't. I absolutely agree with you. I am an asshole, 100%." I said, "Don't ever get me wrong on that. I'm an asshole."
But Mike, you're our asshole.
That's right. Dale's the jackass of wrestling, and I'm the asshole of wrestling.
Yeah.
Hey, you dog, stop.
That was one thing that I wanted to do, and I didn't get a chance to. He left before I could. I wanted to go up to Dale and tell him thanks for not giving in to the bullshit, and I didn't get that opportunity. I wish I would have, but I didn't.
Yeah, send him a message. Tell him.
I will.
Because I know people were put in hard situations.
Yeah, definitely.
See, guys. See, everybody knows, and that's exactly what I told the person online. I said, "You don't have to take it from me. Ask anybody. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole."
Well, all right, you got anything else, Mike?
Now you kept me on here for another hour and 41 minutes. This is like Chronicle 1.
Well, we had to get you on. This was just a ploy. We had to get you on because Blake was on last week, and he's trying to top you. He's trying to top you, and we just keep going back and forth. Who's going to be on the most?
That's my son. Yeah, he always tries to outdo old dad here.
Well, as soon as everything started happening Friday, I'd had enough, and that's why I came up to you and said, "Hey, you guys want to come on Monday? We got to get the other side out."
Yeah, it's an easy story. Yeah, not the narrated side, just the full truth. And they can say all they want. I mean, there was people standing around back that listened to the conversation that was had. 3.
I've seen all that group chat stuff you were reading off earlier. I saw all that.
But yeah, there was definitely people around that heard So, I mean, they can tell you that I pretty much quoted everything that was said.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody joining us tonight, and join us tomorrow at 7:00 for the interview with Brody Botkins. Like I said, he'll be live from Texas, and we'll be back live again on Thursday with Justin Terrell. I think that's pretty much. Oh, tomorrow night, WCWO Veteran Show at 8:00. It'll be right after the Brody Botkins interview. But, we appreciate everybody joining us, and we will see you guys next time.
Everybody have a good night.
Hit that subscribe button on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo's Sports Room. Check out DCCW on social media. I know their main social media is Facebook. WCWO on Facebook. And
Hey, check this out.
Down to the right button.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.